Hey guys, last night at the end of our module I shared a couple books with you that I think may come in very handy for you both in preparation for this class but also in your teaching career and when you're working with English language learners. So I'd like to share some of that with you, and I'll also post the links so you can find those books very easily and order them if you want to. So the first book I want to share with you, this is called Developing Reading and Writing in Second Language Learners. And this book was the book that came out, the research that came out that complements the National Reading Panel's research on the elements of reading that all students need. That's what the National Reading Panel research did. What this book does is it complements that and tells you what additional things you need to do to help your English language learners master reading. And so I recommend this book. It's full of a lot of the research and the methodology that they used to come up with their conclusions. So this is a really good book. It's called Developing Reading and Writing in Second Language Learners. Now, another book I'd like to share with you. This is a book called What's Different About Teaching Reading to Students Learning English. And this is a great book because it's based on the research from this book. And this book gives you a lot of hands-on strategies, a lot of really good techniques to help you meet the needs of your English language learners, especially when they're learning to read. So I recommend this book. It's just chock full of wonderful activities and wonderful techniques. Some of you may be familiar with this book. This is the book on the SIOP methodology, the SIOP model. It's called Making Content Comprehensible for English Learners, the SIOP model. And of course, SIOP stands for Sheltered Instruction Observational Protocol. That's the SIOP. There are many versions of this out. There's an elementary version, a secondary version, a mathematics version, an English language arts version. But it's really a wonderful way to learn the techniques, the proven and research-based shelter techniques that will help your English language learners do better in their classes and help make your lessons more comprehensible. So again, it's another book I recommend. This book has been kind of my Bible since I started working with linguistics. When I was going through my ESL preparation classes at UNCG 15 years ago in the mid to late 1990s. This is a book that was on the reading list for the class that I took. It was linguistics and anthropology, and this is a book. It's called the Cambridge Encyclopedia of Language. This is the second edition. I think they're up to the fourth edition now. It's written by, or it's edited by, a gentleman by the name of David Crystal. So this is the Cambridge Encyclopedia of Language, and anything that you need to know about language or to give you a general idea of anything that has to do with language, you can find it in this book. And it's just a one volume. It's pretty big. It's about the size of a phone book. It's durable. This is a soft cover, and I've had it for 15 years. But this is a book I highly recommend for anybody that's working on language or just wants to learn more about language. This is a book. It's also a sheltered content instruction book. It's called Teaching English Language Learners with Diverse Abilities. And this is, I believe, the second edition. It is the second edition. I think they're up to the fourth edition now. It's written by Echevarria and Graves. And Echevarria is one of the authors of the SIOP model. So this book is Sheltered Content Instruction, Teaching English Language Learners with Diverse Abilities. And it gives you a little more specific information about the SIOP and how to apply those strategies with your English language learners. So those are the books that I recommend, and what I'll do is I'll put those links online for you, and hopefully you'll be able to get some of those books, and it'll make a difference when you're working with your English language learners. Okay, well, have a good night, guys.